High school wrestling is on the air from the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. It is state dual wrestling action time as we've got three teams in the state duels for the first time since Roger and I have been calling state dual action. Zach McCool along with us today as well, as we've got three teams. West Delaware taking on Sergeant Bluff Luton. The Hawks, the number 1 seed in Class 2A. Sergeant Bluff Luton, number 8. Independence also in Class 2A. They're the number 7 seed. They're taking on second-seeded Solon. And in Class 3A, Western Dubuque is the number 8 seed in Class 3A. They're taking on top-seeded Southeast Polk in the first round. As we are getting ready for wrestling action, we will start at 126 pounds, as we'll try to do our best, of course, to keep track of all three teams here today. As for 126 pounds is our starting weight here today. We'll have, of course, West Delaware's on mat 5. Independence just underway on mat number 7. As over there for Independence, wrestling on mat 7, it is Caleb Straw, and he gives up a first period takedown to Hayden Taylor from Solon. Over on mat number 1 is where the Bobcats will be. Hawks getting ready to go on mat number 5. It'll be Stavely Mowry for the Hawks. He'll be taking on Noah Parmalee. Roger, Zach, good morning. As a busy day for us here as far as state wrestling coverage.
Well, we talked, Jamie, about the other day, talking about how many matches we're going to have before this day's over. Usually we can sit and watch one team wrestle and enjoy the other duels around, but now we've got to have our eyes open as we've got six teams in action and 3 duels ready to go. And right there is Parmalee with a 2-point takedown on Stavely Mowry. Double leg grasp. Last double, yes, by Parmalee on Stavely Mowry. Yep.
Absolutely, and Mowry quickly comes around and trying to score an escape. He's got the leg of Parmalee up in the air. He might come away with this, or he did get the escape. They gave him the escape, and now a 2-point takedown for Stavely Mowry. He goes up now 3-2 early on here in this. Early on in this first period, minute 9 left to go. He's got a chicken wing on the right side of Parmalee. As he's, again, Stavely Mowry very good at those tilts as he is trying to come around. He's got the chicken wing on the right. We're going to get a potentially dangerous 56 seconds left to go. Mowry with a 3-2 lead.
And Jamie, down on mat number 7, Hayden Taylor picked up another 2-point takedown. So he is now up 4-2, 2 takedowns, 2 escapes for Straw, and 2 takedowns for the very good freshman from Solon. He's working on a chicken wing. He's got Straw on his back right now. Could be a fall by Hayden Taylor as he has Caleb Straw. There's the fall right there for Hayden Taylor in 151.
Over here on mat number 2, you got Trent Bush going up against Carter Martinson from Southeast Polk. He is down 4-0 after the first period. He gets takedown by Martinson and then also 2 back points on a tilt.
Back to action on mat number 5, Stavely Mowry with a caution. So 54 seconds left to go. Hard switch by Parmalee to start this restart as he casts. Mowry able to cast himself around the legs. He's going to come around back with a cross face across the left side. Now he switches back over to the right as he's working that wing series on the right side. Again, the Hawks did see Sergeant Bluff Luton for the first time in a tournament this year when the Hawks went to the Perry Invitational in the second week of January. Here's Mowry trying to run that wing on the right side of Parmalee. He's going to try to double it up on the left. Now he's going to go bar arm, inside wrist on the left. He's got to take a big step here as Parmalee trying to turn away and face. Noah Parmalee, the freshman for Sergeant Bluff Luton. 9 seconds left to go, first period here. And now here comes the big step by Mowry. He's not going to get near fall points as he's going to run out of time. No points. He leads 3-2 after 1 period.
And Jamie, over on mat number 7, we have Holden Griffith for Independence taking on Zeb Ganida. And Ganida out early with the 2-point takedown. That'll be the 3rd takedown for the Solon Spartans. Independence has yet to get a takedown, so they've got some work to do.
As it was Parmalee's choice to start the second, he deferred over to Mowry. Mowry chooses down to start the second period. As Mowry left his head down a little bit, Parmalee locking up a cradle, near side cradle, as Mowry trying to pop his arm out. He gets out of the cradle. Now he's up to his feet. He's going to try to turn and face Parmalee. And nice lift and return there by Parmalee. Brings him back to the mat. Again, first match of this dual meet between West Delaware and Sergeant Bluff Luton, as Stavely Mowry leading this match 3-2.
Over on mat number 7, Jamie, a nice flurry of action by Griffith as he tries to switch off the edge of the mat. They go. 53 seconds left to go, period 1, and Goonida still up 2-0.
As we're back to action here with, now we're going to get a potentially dangerous on top by Noah Parmalee. As we'll get a restart here with 1:15 left to go. 3-2, still the lead for Stavely Mowry. Reset, he's up quickly up to his feet. Trying to come around is Parmalee. Mowry still to his feet. Should get a stalling call here against Parmalee. Now he's going to reach down and grab the leg of Mowry. Mowry trying to come around the backside. He's got a whizzer. Parmalee had a whizzer, but Mowry's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. He goes up 5-2 now with 58 seconds left to go in this second period.
Jamie, Zeb Goonida has a tilt on Holden Griffith, cross-arm tilt, and he's going to pick up a 3-point near fall as this first period is going to expire. And as we go to the second period, Goonida will take a 5-0 lead into period number 2.
Jamie and Roger, I was on the wrong mat. It's mat number 1 that Western Dubuque is on. And right now, Trent Bush is with Martinson. Right now, it's 5-0. Martin.
Over Mowry picking up near fall points on Parmalee. He's not going to get the fall, but he is going to pick up a 3-point near fall once he breaks his grip. They haven't given it to him yet. There's the signal. Mowry will go up 8-2 here with 15 seconds left to go here in period number 2. First match of this duel. As now Mowry comes around front, 4 seconds left to go, and that's how the second period is going to end. 8-2 lead for Stavely Mowry.
1-point escape for Zeb Goonida, and then a 2-point takedown, so he will go up 8-0 with 1:43 left to go in period 2. As he got to his feet quickly, then instead of splitting the hands and making quick separation, he went right back in on a low single and set Griffith on his backside. Now potentially dangerous by Goonida. We'll go back to the middle of the mat.
Third period, as Parmalee chooses down to start the third period, hits a hard switch once again, and Mowry went down to start the second period, or they gave him the escape. Check that here. Was that a near fall there for... Oh, he chose neutral. Parmalee chose neutral to start the third, and Mowry picks up a 2-point takedown. So Stavely Mowry goes up 10-2, working on major decision points here for the Hawks with 1:15 left to go in period number 3.
Over here on mat number 1, Carton Martinson from Southeast Polk just pinned Trent Bush in the third period.
So that'll make that team score 6-0 in favor of Southeast Polk over Western Dubuque, as Mowry working on a major decision. He's picking up more near fall points. Stavely Mowry might get the fall here, as he is going to pick up 2 more near fall. That'll make it 12-2 with 45 seconds left to go third period.
Jamie, over on mat number 7, there's a Zeb Goonida fall in 3:01 over Holden Griffith. So the Solon Spartans will go up quickly 12-0 over the Independence Mustangs.
30 seconds left to go with Stavely Mowry, as he's still working a chicken wing on the right side of Noah Parmalee of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Again, this is the first match here for the Hawks. They still haven't awarded Mowry his near fall points from that chicken wing, as he's still working on that wing on the right side. And with 5 seconds left to go, Stavely Mowry is going to pick up a 12-2 major decision for the Hawks and put them up 4-0 to start this first match. So nice job by Stavely Mowry as the Hawks go up 4-0 here early on in this duel.
Well, it's a great way to get it started. Now I think, Jamie, on mat number 7, weight class 138, we have Aiden Dahl for the Solon Spartans taking on, I believe, Tegan McEnany for the Independence Mustangs. we'll get that checked officially. Dahl in quickly on a 2-point takedown. So the Independence Mustangs have yet to score takedown, and Aiden Dahl out quickly 2-0, and that's the Mustangs' 5th takedown. The Spartans' 5th takedown, and the Mustangs have yet to find something that's going to work on the very aggressive Solon Spartans here today.
As we are going to have Ryan Phillips, but I do not believe that this is. We'll see if this is Jack Galkle. I don't believe it is, as Ryan Phillips quickly out with a takedown to start this match. Nice little duck under by Phillips, and he goes right to a chicken wing on the right side. We'll get his opponent here in just a second, but Ryan Phillips with a chicken wing. He's got it run. He's looking for the fall, is Ryan Phillips. And he's going to, hasn't got the fall yet, but it's close. Ryan Phillips taking on Andon Dillavow of Sergeant Bluff. There's the fall for Ryan Phillips in 28 seconds. So the Hawks go up 10-0 early on in this match as Ryan Phillips with that fall over Andon Dillavow.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Carson Martinson, brother to Carter, actually twin brother, I believe, to Carter Martinson, that just ended up beating Trent Bush over here for Western Dubuque. Dakota Lau going at it. It's 2-0 with blood time right now.
Over on mat number 7, there was a cross-face cradle by Aiden Dahl as he pinned the freshman from Independence, Tegan McEnany, in 104, and that puts the Solon Spartans up 18-0 after 3 weights, so the Independence Mustangs have some work to do to get back into this duel.
As for the Hawks taking the mat now, it's going to be Jaden Payton at 138 pounds. We'll get his opponent here in just a second. As the Hawks leading 10-0. Western Dubuque trailing 6-0. And Independence in their duel right now trailing 18-0.
It's up for the Mustangs now. It's Brady Webb taking on Colton Spillman for Solon. There's a nice shot by Brady Webb in deep as he drives Spillman off the edge. No points there, but a nice aggressive double leg takedown. A nice shot by Brady Webb. We'll go back to the center with 124 and counting.
Over here on mat number 1, Martinson ended up getting the fall over Dakota Lau, making the score 12-0 Southeast Polk.
So back to action now. Jaden Payton taking on Tyler Schenkelberg from Sergeant Bluff Luton. As the Hawks leading that duel 10-0. As Payton in on a shot on the edge of the mat. That should be 2. His hands down. Yes, it is. Jaden Payton picks up a 2-point takedown on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds. 1:27 left to go in period number 1. So nice start by Jaden Payton there.
Nice double leg takedown by Brady Webb. Puts Independence on the scoreboard 2-0 as that was the first takedown of this duel. Now a 2-point reversal by Colton Spillman with a long switch on the edge of the mat. And this thing is tied up at 2s with 26 seconds left to go in period number 1.
Another little piece of information, Zach, on your mat. A wrestler that we wrestled with in high school, a 2005 West Delaware graduate, Ben Marshall, is the official for that mat, over one of the officials for that mat, or that duel over there with Western Dubuque and Southeast Polk. So Ben Marshall getting the nod here in the state duels this year. Quite an honor for him. Jaden Payton still leading 2-0 with 50 seconds left to go in period number 1. He's got a cross-face cradle locked up. He's trying to set it up, lock it up, and bring Schenkelberg to his back. He's going to get 3 near fall. Jaden Payton trying to settle in here and get the fall. The left shoulder of Schenkelberg is up just a little bit. Our official down looking close at the shoulder, that left shoulder of Schenkelberg. Now Payton's going to readjust and try to put that arm down. He's going to cast himself around the front. Needs to try to tee out here. Easier said than done. 19 seconds left to go for Jaden Payton to get the fall here and put the Hawks up 16-0. Not sure he's going to get it. 10 seconds left to go with Schenkelberg coming out. Now Jaden Payton's going to readjust. He's going to come all the way to the other side. Still, I don't think he's going to get the fall here as time expires in the first period. Jaden Payton takes a 5-0 lead into period number 2.
Over here on mat number 1, Southeast Polk, Nathan Merchant is up against Jared Cordes, and he's got him on his back right now, up 7-1 with several takedowns, and just ended up getting the fall, making the score 18-0 Southeast Polk.
Mat number 7, it was Webb's choice to start period number 2, and he went back to his feet in on a long double shot. He's going to drive Spillman off the edge, and no points there with 1:02 left to go in period number 2, and the score is still knotted up here at deuces, 2-2. Long shot by Spillman, nice down block by Webb. Let's see if he can cut the corner and pick up a defensive takedown here with 50 seconds left to go in the match, in the second period.
Second period starts. Schenkelberg defers to Jaden Payton. Payton chooses down to start the second. Nice little outside leg stand-up by Jaden Payton. He's going to split the hands and hit a hip ice, but Schenkelberg comes around and follows him and gets himself back around Jaden Payton with 1:45 left to go second period. Back up to his feet. Should be stalling. He's been there for 5 seconds. Is Payton up to his feet? Should be stalling. And still haven't called stalling. And now Jaden Payton's going to kick out and pick up a 1-point escape and go up 6-0. Now quickly back in on a shot, and he picks up a 2-point takedown as Payton goes up 8-0. Again, the Hawks lead that duel 10-0 over Sergeant Bluff Luton.
On mat number 7, a long high crotch by Colton Spillman misses its mark. Brady Webb trying to hit a go behind with 2 seconds left to go ahead. He does hit 2, and he's not going to get it as time expires. So we'll go to the third period with this thing tied up 2-2. It's going to be Webb's choice, and he will choose down. Spillman's choice will choose down, and Webb will ride on top to start period number 3. 2-2. Our dual meet scores 18-0 in favor of the Spartans.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Camden Barta going up against Tony Lyon with Western Dubuque, and he is down currently 7-1 with a takedown and some back points.
Here's Jaden Payton with a crossface cradle once again. He already leads 8-0. He's going to pick up 3 more near fall. The freshman for West Delaware. Official down looking close. Payton trying to settle in. Again, that left shoulder up just a little bit of Schenkelberg from Sergeant Bluff Luton. Payton trying to settle in. He's out front. He's got that cradle way out front. There's the fall for Jaden Payton. 3:30. The fall time for the freshman for West Delaware, and the Hawks go up 16-0 here after 3 matches.
Over here on mat number 1, Tony Lyon was just pinned in an outside cradle by Camden with Southeast Polk, making it 24-0.
On mat number 7, a 1-point escape by Colton Spillman makes the score now 3-2 with 56 seconds left. Brady Webb needs to get back to work and get in on that double that was so effective in that first period. We'll see if he can set up one good shot here and take this lead back. 45 seconds left to go. Spilton up now. Spillman with a collar tie just blocking off Webb. Webb's going to have to clear those arms and find a way to attack low level on Spillman. Spillman being all defensive right now with the hard collar tie, controlling wrist. Webb with 30 seconds left to go. Webb now in on a double. Nice down block by Spillman. Back to the feet they go. 24 seconds. Time is a factor right here. Third period. Spillman up 3-2. The Mustangs from Independence trying to knock the scoreboard here. Dent the scoreboard here. They're down 18-0. Warning now against Spillman for backing up. Only 10 seconds left to go. Brady Webb's going to have to pull the trigger. Front headlock by Spillman. Go behind the temp. Back on their feet they go. 3 seconds left to go. And time's going to run out. It's going to be a tough luck loss for Brady Webb. 3-2. And that'll give the Spartans 3 more, making it 21-0.
Cale Meyer up next for the Hawks at 145 pounds. He's taking on Corey Bates. Long double leg by Bates, and Meyer did a great job of getting his feet back underneath of him and fighting off that takedown. So 0-0, 1:20 left to go first period. Hawks leading the duel 16-0.
Over here on mat number 1, you had Lance Runyon going up against Kyle Shermer, and he was just pinned in 28 seconds, making the score 30-0.
I believe Lance Runyon ranked number 1 in the state in Class 3A. So the Bobcats electing not to send out Elijah Demmer there, as he's got a state tournament to get ready for. 1 minute left to go first period with Cale Meyer and Corey Bates of Sergeant Bluff Luton. And the Bobcats trailing 30-0 as there's a new match over there. That's also number 1 ranked Cade DeVos from Southeast Polk taking on Levi Bird. So we will not see Riker Karimski at 160 pounds for the Bobcats. And out on mat number 5, Cale Meyer picks up a 2-point takedown. He goes up 2-0 with 28 seconds left to go over Corey Bates as Bates quickly with a stand-up, and he gets a one-point escape. So 2-1 lead for Cale Meyer here with 20 seconds left to go. Now Bates in on a long sweep single to the right side of Cale Meyer. Meyer does a great job of turning and facing Bates, and he might try to score here as he's in a front headlock now. 5 seconds left to go first period, and that is how that first period will end. Cale Meyer with a 2-1 lead. Roger?
Jimmy, I'm at number 7. I believe we have Matthew Doyle. I'm not sure if that's Zach Bevins for the Spartans.
It is.
It is Zach Bevins. So we got two state qualifiers going at it right here. A nice fireman's carry by Doyle. He took the early lead 2-0, and Bevins now to his feet looking for a one-point escape. So a great match here between two of the Walmack's finest right there in Bevins and Doyle. They did not meet at the Walmack tournament as Doyle was sitting that out with that severely sprained ankle. 2-point reversal on a standing switch by Bevins. Makes the score now 2-2 with 41 seconds left to go in period 2. Again, the Mustangs are down 21-0, so they've got some catching up to do.
Second period, Cale Meyer chooses down to start this period. As he's quickly to his feet, he's going to try to get the arm of Bates away, and he's going to pick up a one-point escape. So Cale Meyer goes up 3-1 here with 1:40 left to go in this. And now an underarm spin by Cale Meyer. He threw Bates to the mat, but they go out of bounds. 3-1 lead for Cale Meyer.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Kate DeVos over Levi Birds right now, 11-3 with 4 takedowns in that match and a couple back points.
Mat number 7, that period just expires. First period over, and it's 2-2 with Bevins and Doyle going at it. It will be Doyle's choice. He's going to defer over to Bevins, and Bevins will choose down.
Back on mat number 5, another long shot by Bates of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Meyer front headlock, but they go out of bounds once again. 1:22 left to go in period number 2. Cale Meyer leads that match 3-1. Hawks lead the duel 16-0. As a nice fireman's carry by Cale Meyer, and he picks up a 2-point takedown. He goes up now 5-1. Now he's got back points. He kept the arm. He's going to pick up near fall points as Cale Meyer. Now he's going to try to go out front and get the fall. Thought it was there. The West Delaware bench came to their feet as they thought Meyer. There's a fall for Cale Meyer. 3:03 the fall time for Meyer as the Hawks take a 22-0 lead over Sergeant Bluff Luton here. Third fall in a row for the Hawks.
Over here on mat number 1, Kate DeVos ended up with the fall in the second period, making the score 36-0.
Back on mat number 5, it'll be Kyle Cole for the Hawks. He will take on Easton Larson from Sergeant Bluff Luton. We saw Mangold defeat Easton Graff from Sergeant Bluff in that Perry Invitational final. But the Hawks will send out Kyle Cole here at 152 pounds as they lead 22-0. So we will not see Mitchell Mangold in this match. And I don't know, Mangold's sitting down over there, so he will not wrestle in this dual meet as Jared Voss waiting on deck with his warm-up top off, singlet on. So we'll bypass Mitchell Mangold here in this duel as Kyle Cole will have the duty of taking on second-ranked Easton Graff of Sergeant Bluff Luton.
On mat number 7, it's still 2-2. Now a 1-point escape by Bevins as he goes up 3-2 on Matthew Doyle with 10 seconds left. Now that's 1:07 left in period number 2 as it was Bevins' choice. Doyle now drops in on a double. He's going to miss its mark there. Bevins tries to hit Doyle with the go-behind. Drive cradle now, near side cradle on the left side. There's a 2-point takedown by Bevins. Could be some back points. Doyle's got to be careful here not to give up any back. 5-2 now is our match score with 45 seconds left to go in period at number 2.
2-point takedown for Easton Graff. He goes up 2-0 on Kyle Cole. Now Cole up to his feet. Long shot by Cole. Again, we've seen with the Hawks all year, it doesn't matter what age, what level, they are not afraid to go up against some of these opponents. As Kyle Cole diving right in on a shot, but they come back to their feet with 45 seconds left to go in this first period. Easton Graff leading 2-1.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Zach Strickland of Southeast Polk going up against Carter Kleesner of Western Dubuque, and the score is currently 2-0 to Strickland from Southeast Polk.
Again, Western Dubuque trailing in that duel right now, 36-0, as Easton Graff picks up another takedown on Kyle Cole. He goes up 4-1 with 20 seconds left to go in this first period. Hawks lead this duel 22-0. As a cradle now by Graff. He's got Kyle Cole on his back right now. Here with 8 seconds left to go in this first period. Official down looking close. Cole fighting. 3 seconds, there's the fall. In 1:57. 1 minute and 57 seconds. Easton Graff will pick up the fall for Sergeant Bluff Luton, and that puts them on the board. It's now 22-6.
Over on mat number 7, third period just underway. Matthew Doyle will choose down as he is now behind in the score 5-2. As it was a reversal, an escape, and a takedown by Bevins and a takedown by Doyle. So he's got some work to do to get back in this match, and the Mustangs have a lot of work to do to get back in this duel as they are still down 21-0 in the dual meet score.
Over here on mat number 1, Carter Kleesner ended up getting a reversal, making it 2-2 after the first period. Carter gets the call, and he takes down.
Back to action now with West Delaware and Sergeant Bluff Luton. It is Jared Voss taking on Blake Lieb of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Lieb with a takedown, but Voss quickly stands up, grabs the leg of Lieb. He's trying to turn into him here, but Lieb's going to drop down. Now Voss is going to pick up a 2-point reversal and tie the match. 2-2. Minute and a half left to go in period number 1. Hawks lead the duel 22-6. Now Jared Voss going to work with a chicken wing on the left side of Lieb. Now cross-face from the left to right for Jared Voss. He's going to now try to run a butcher. He's got that high thigh ride on Lieb right now as he's trying to reach across and go with that tilt and tilt Lieb to his back. He's got him going. There he goes. He's going to pick up near fall points. Jared Voss, after giving up the first takedown, goes right to work, gets a reversal, and has Lieb on his back. He'll pick up 2 near falls. So Jared Voss goes up 4-2 here with 50 seconds left to go in period number 1. Good start by the Hawks sophomore, Jared Voss.
Still over here on mat number 1, it is still tied 2-2 with 45 seconds to go in the second period with Kleesner and Strickland.
Matt Doyle on mat number 7 with a 1-point escape has closed the gap. It's 5-3 with 33 seconds left to go in this match. Doyle needs to get something going here as Bevins now goes defensive, lowers his level, gets his hands out in front, blocks off Doyle. 21 seconds left. A long double shot by Doyle. He's in deep. Let's see if he can finish it. Bevins at a down block, pushes Doyle away. Back to their feet they go. 14 seconds left.
Jared Voss with the fall on mat number 5 in 1 minute and 48 seconds as he ran that chicken wing. He hooked the leg, and he picks up the fall over Blake Lieb as the Hawks now go up 28-6.
Time expires on mat 7, gentlemen, with Matt Doyle in on a shot. He just ran out of time, and he's going to lose that match 5-3. So you got 2 state qualifiers going at it right there, with Bevins getting the win right there, 5-3. That's going to put the Solon Spartans up 24-0 going into weight class 160.
Over here on mat number 1, there was no exchange in that whole entire period. Kleesner ended up getting rode out by Strickland. It is still 2-2 going into the third period, and Strickland chooses down.
So now up for West Delaware on mat 5, it's going to be Wyatt Volker taking the mat for the Hawks. Hawks lead 28-6. 4 falls, 5 wins for the Hawks early on here in this dual meet. As Volker taking on Braden Barkley from Sergeant Bluff Luton. Roger, you've got Cole Davis taking on Andy Brokaw over there on mat number 7.
Yeah, Davidson on a nice double-leg takedown, and he's going to drive Brokaw off the edge. No points there, but that's the aggressiveness you like to see out of the Mustang Junior. They've got to do something to get on the board here as they are down 24-0 in this dual meet.
Over here on mat number 1, Strickland ended up getting an escape and a takedown, going up 5-2.
So Volker and Barkley on mat number 5. Hawks leading 28-6. Minute 20 left to go, first period. A lot of hand fighting early on here by Volker and Barkley. Off the edge of the mat they go. 1:15 left to go, first period. Again, you know, some coaches come down here and don't wrestle their starters, but for Coach Voss and his 2 freshmen that he's got competing as individuals this week, a good opportunity to get under the lights of the Wells Fargo Arena here during the day on the state duels day and have them ready to go in the individual tournament starting tomorrow.
Well, Jamie, remember I talked to Coach Voss, and he learned a lot a couple years ago by not wrestling a couple of his kids here, trying to save them for the traditional tournament, and it was very costly. And gaining a lot of wisdom like that, he said, I'll never do that again. We're going to put our best kids out on the mat to try to win the duel.
Over on mat number 5, it's going to be a 2-point takedown for Wyatt Volker as he goes up 2-0, goes quickly into a tilt, grabs the arm across the stomach of Barkley, and he's going to pick up let's see what they give him there, see if he got 3. He still has it. Now he's going to go into a ball of chain. He's going to lose the grip, and that's a 3-point near fall for Wyatt Volker as he goes up 5-0.
Over here on mat number 1, Zach Strickland ended up defeating Carter Kleesner 5-2, making the score 39-0 Southeast Polk.
On mat number 7, it's a nice cross-face cradle to end the period, but no back points there. Cole Davis very aggressive against Andy Brokaw for Solon, but it's only 2-0 on the scoreboard. It's going to be Brokaw's choice. He'll defer over to Davis. Davis will choose down.
30 seconds left to go as Volker and Barkley go out of bounds. As Volker off the restart goes quickly into that tilt once again. And he's going to pick up 3 more near fall. He goes up 8-0 with 14 seconds left to go in the first period. So Wyatt Volker having a great first period here. 4 seconds left to go, and he'll take an 8-0 lead into period number 2.
Brokaw with a tilt on Davis, and Davis has to bridge hard. He gave up a 1,001 count as Brokaw threw the cross body right in and came to a hard cross face far shoulder, tilted Davis, and Davis had to get back to work to get his chest back down to the mat to not give up any near fall points.
Second period now, Volker and Barkley, as Wyatt Volker picks up a 2-point takedown as Barkley, I believe, chose neutral to start this second period, and Volker picks up 2, so he goes up 10-0 here as Barkley chose neutral. So Wyatt Volker with his second takedown. Over on mat number 1, Western Dubuque trailing in that match 39-0. Up for the Bobcats is Mitchell Ashline. He's taking on Oshie Tabangai for Southeast Polk. I'll help you out, Zach.
Thank you.
Wyatt Volker with a 10-0 lead here. Minute and a half left to go in period number 2.
On mat 7, Cole Davis picks up a very nice reversal on a long switch, and now he's got Brokaw on a cross-face cradle.
There's Wyatt Volker with a half Nelson and a fall in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The freshman Hawk with the fall, 2:40, so the Hawks will go up 34-6 here over Sergeant Bluff Luton.
And the second period is going to end with Cole Davis up on top, and he will take a 4-0 lead into the third period. It will be Brokaw's choice, and let's see where he goes. He's going to choose neutral.
Over here on mat number 1, Tobin guys up 5-1 against Mitchell Ashline. They've been on their feet for the last 30 seconds, and that just ended the period here.
Cole Davis in on a nice low-level shot. He's going to hit the laces on that John Smith single, climb the body of Brokaw to pick up another takedown. So Davis will go up now 6-0, and has got a little breathing room now, working on a drive cradle on the right side of Brokaw.
Over here's Jack Newhouse taking on Tristan Navarcall. And Newhouse quickly with a takedown. He's got a cradle locked up. Jack Newhouse looking for the fall. He's just trying to settle in. He's going to readjust. So Newhouse taking on Tristan Navarcall, the senior from Sergeant Bluff Luton. Newhouse stacks him up, and there's the fall. Jack Newhouse in 30 seconds. The Hawks get the fall there. Makes it 40-6 in favor of the Hawks.
We're on mat 7 with 1:02 left to go. It's going to be a one-point escape by Brokaw. He quickly dives in on a single. He attacked the laces of Cole Davis. Cole Davis in a nice down block goes over the top through the legs. He's trying to pick up a defensive takedown. We're going to get a stalemate as Brokaw was hanging on to the leg of Davis, and Davis was over the top of Brokaw. 48 seconds left to go, and Davis up 6-1. Again, the Mustangs are down 24-0. Looking for their first win in this duel.
Over here on mat 1, Mitchell Ashline chooses down in the second period, and right now Tobin guy's got a cradle locked up. No back points yet, and now he's picking up back points. Got Ashline on his back. and there's the fall right there. And that makes the team score go to 45-0.
Out on mat number 5, I better speak quick. Jordan Brees with a takedown, and he goes quickly into the crossface cradle. There's the fall. Jordan Brees in 21 seconds over Gabe Warren of Sergeant Bluff Luton. 21 seconds to fall for Jordan Brees. As we knew it would be quick, he gets on top, and that crossface cradle of his is deadly, and Gabe Warren was on the receiving end of it there as the Hawks lead 46-6.
Over on mat number 7, Cole Davis, the fine junior from Independence, will pick up Independence's first win with a hard-fought 8-2 decision over Andy Brokaw from Solon. So that'll put the Mustangs on the board. The dual meet score now is 24-3 in favor of the Spartans.
Back to mat 5. It'll be Kieran Monahan for the Hawks taking the mat. As again, Ben Petland, with that knee injury last week, didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Voss today on whether or not he was going to be able to wrestle today. But Kieran Monahan is going to take the mat for the Hawks here, taking on Dustin Stowey of Sergeant Bluff Luton at 220 pounds. Again, the Hawks lead the duel 46-6 here. They have 7 pins and 8 wins in early stages. I shouldn't say early. We're almost all the way through here, but we have Hawks leading 46-6.
Over on mat number 7, Jamie, I believe we have Joe Preeb for the Mustangs taking on Jack Flynn for the Spartans, and Flynn just launches Preeb to his back in a lateral drop. Preeb now fighting for his life underneath. He's going to high bridge and roll out. It's going to be a 2-point takedown for Flynn and a 2-point near fall, and quickly Preeb right back to his feet looking for a 1-point escape. There it is right there. It's 4-1 in favor of Jack Flynn from Solon.
Over here on mat number 1, Dawson Ross of Southeast Polk just won by fall over Ryan Cook from Western Dubuque in 45 seconds. That makes the score 51-0 Southeast Polk.
Back on mat number 5, Monahan and Stowey still scoreless. 50 seconds left to go in period number 1. Again, the Hawks leading 46-6. Here in this dual meet over Sergeant Bluff Luton, the top-seeded and top-ranked Hawks, with that target on their back here this week being the number 1 seed and the number 1 ranked team. Out to a good start here today, up 46-6. 30 seconds left to go, first period, between Monahan and Stowey. Well, we got a second here. New match over on mat number 1 for Western Dubuque. It's Jason Simon Rustler taking on Justice Marnin of Southeast Polk. Back on mat number 5, here's Monahan with a nice single leg. He's going to dump Stowey down to the mat. He's going to turn him to his back 2 seconds. He's going to pick up near fall as he ran out of time, but he would have gotten the fall, but it's going to be 2-2 for Kieran Monahan as he goes up quickly 4-0 here after 1 period. It'll be Monahan's choice. He'll choose down to start the second period.
On mat number 7, Jack Flynn, as time expires, he has Joe Preeb on his back in a butcher, and it's going to be a 3-point near fall. So the score after the first period is 9-1 in favor of Jack Flynn from Solon. It'll be Preeb's choice. He will defer over to Flynn, and Flynn will choose down as Preeb has some work to do to get back into this match. It's 9-1. Again, our dual meet score is 24-3 in favor of the Solon Spartans.
Over here on mat number 1, Jason Simon Rustler just got a quick takedown, got 3-point near fall going up 5-0, and also has Marnin on his back again and just got the fall. That makes the score 51-6. Southeast Polk.
Back on mat number 5, Kieran Monahan. I did not see the stalling call on Stowey in the first period, but he got another one as Monahan came to his feet. So 1 point for Monahan for the stalling. He then picked up the escape and then dove right back in on the legs of Stowey, and Monahan quickly goes up 8-0 here with 1:20 left to go in period number 2. So Kieran Monahan doing a nice job of filling in for Ben Petland here today.
Jack Flynn with a 2-point takedown and more near-fall points as he's got a leg turk in and then goes cross-face from the left side to the right shoulder. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall and is now 15-1 with 1:09 left to go in period 2. So Jack Flynn working on a technical fall on Joe Preeb.
Back to action here as Monahan and Stowey go out of bounds. 1:06 left to go in period number 2 as Monahan working that inside wrist. Now a cross face from left to right on Stoey. 55 seconds left to go. Monahan leading 8-0. Hawks leading the duel 46-6. Again, opening round of the 2019 state duels as Kieran Monahan doing a nice job of riding tough on top of Dustin Stoey. Roger?
Over on mat number 7, it was a crossbody ride and a nice power half Nelson by Jack Flynn, and he's going to pin Joe Preben 422. So that will give the Spartans 6 more. It is now 30-3 in favor of the Solon Spartans.
Back to action here. Monahan still riding tough on top. 15 seconds left to go. Second period. He leads 8-0. Now a sit out by Stoey. A near suck back by Monahan. Does not get it. As the second, now he's going to lock up a cradle with 2 seconds left. There's a fall. A fall in 3:59 for Kieran Monahan. So Kieran Monahan with the fall in 3:59, and the Hawks go up 52-6 now. As this dual meet all but over here in favor of the Hawks. Wrestling outstanding here today.
Over here on mat number 1, you have Parker Schmidt from Western Dubuque going up against Aaron Martinez of Southeast Polk, and it's just been a lot of hand fight in this first period. No shots yet. The score is still 0-0 with 15 seconds left to go in the first period.
As we move up to heavyweight here for the Hawks, it's going to be Cody Wenger taking the mat for West Delaware. An opportunity for the senior to get in and wrestle here. Roger over on his mat, he's got Marcus Beatty taking on Seamus Poynton at 182 pounds.
We might see Tristan Quartus, but Coach Doyle going with Marcus Beatty. He's a freshman at 9 and 10 coming in, and he's very, very tough.
Here's Cody Wenger with a 2-point takedown just about put A.J. Ellington to his back as Wenger out quickly 2-0 for the Hawks. And Wenger picks up takedown number 14 on the mat in the duel for the Hawks.
Over here on mat number 1, Parker Schmidt takes down at 285, and the score is 51-6 Southeast Polk over Western Dubuque.
On mat number 7, Seamus Poynton taking on Marcus Beatty, and a double-leg takedown by Seamus Poynton puts him up quickly 2-0 with 1:13 left to go in period number 1. Again, the Spartans lead the Mustangs from Independence 30-3 in this first round action at this Class 2A dual meet tournament.
Back to mat number 5, Cody Wenger taking on A.J. Ellington, leading 2-0. Ellington to his feet. Wenger tries to dive in on the legs, and he got out of position, and Ellington circles around behind for a 2-point reversal. So this match is tied up. 1 minute left to go in the first period. Cody Wenger, the senior for the Hawks, stepping in for Carson Petlin here in this duel. Ellington now trying to wing on the left side of Cody Wenger. He's going to grab the wrist. Wenger has to try to get to his base as his forehead's flat out on the mat. As Ellington trying to take a big step, as we're going to get potentially dangerous as that shoulder went above. Was starting to get a little high there, so 33 seconds left to go. We get a restart for Cody Wenger. That match tied up 2-2. Quick look at the mats. Crestwood and Assumption are tied. Crestwood just went up 12-6 on Davenport Assumption. Solon leads Independence 30-3. Osage leading PCM 14-6. Southeast Polk leading Western Dubuque 51-6. Fort Dodge leading Waukee 12-6. Waverly Shellrock leading Valley West Des Moines 38-15. And Ankeny Centennial leading Bettendorf 12-8.
Over on mat number 7, it was a double chicken wing by Seamus Poynton through Marcus Beatty on his back. And Beatty will lose by a fall in 1:53. So that'll make the score now 36-3 in favor of the Solon Spartans going to weight class 195.
Over here on mat number 1, Parker Schmidt goes up 1-0 as he escapes with 4 seconds remaining in the second period. So nice job by him scoring a point at the end of that period. Going to third, and Martinez takes down.
First period over with Cody Wenger. Cody Wenger picks up an escape near the end of period number 1. So he goes up 3-2 over A.J. Ellington from Sergeant Bluff Luton. As Ellington circles up to his feet, Wenger's going to try to drive him down. Now a switch attempt by Ellington. Wenger's got to try to do a better job here. He kind of gets his hips down on the mat. Got stay in a little better control here as Ellington, when he comes to his feet. As Wenger, nice job. He gets that bar arm across the back of Ellington. Now he's going to try to look to work a farmer here. He's got the arm through the right arm of Ellington, trying to lock up those fingers. Ellington coming up to his base now. Wenger's going to lose that. Now Ellington up to his feet. It's going to tie the match up 3-3. With 1:20 left to go in period number 2, Hawks lead the duel 52-6 over Sergeant Bluff Luton. And now Wenger, or an overhook by Ellington, as Wenger takes a shot to the right side, and they go out of bounds with 1:11 left to go in period number 2.
Over on mat number 7, just underway at weight class 195, we have Adam Bach for the Solon Spartans taking on Christian Kramer for the Mustangs. Kramer in on a couple of deep shots, not able to score as the defense of Adam Bach has been very good in this first period with 55 seconds left to go.
Front headlock here from their feet by A.J. Ellington, as he's going to come around and he gets that front headlock. He picks up the 2-point takedown on Cody Wenger. He goes up 5-3.
Over here on mat number 1, Martinez gets an escape, making it 1-1 against Parker Schmidt of Western Dubuque. So the score is tied 1-1 with 27 seconds to go in the third period.
Wenger underneath. He's going to get warned for stalling here, as again his forehead down on the mat, trying to come back up to his feet. He trails 5-3 with 25 seconds left to go in this second period. I like the start by Wenger, but Ellington, he's a much bigger heavyweight, as I think Cody Wenger wrestled a few matches at 220 this year. So that size advantage working in Ellington's favor, as now Ellington gets warned for stalling with 10 seconds left to go in period number 2.
Over here on mat 1, we will go into overtime 1-1. We're going back to our feet here with 1 minute to go.
It'll be Wenger's choice to start the third. As we restart here, 7 seconds left to go in this second period, and that's how the period will end. Wenger trailing 5-3. It'll be his choice, and Coach Voss wants him to go neutral.
Over on mat number 7, a 2-point takedown, a 2-point reversal will knot it up at deuces after period 1. Kramer's choice, he will go neutral to start this second period. Again, weight class 195, dual meet number 1. The Spartans, again, up 36-3 on the Independent Mustangs, so they've got some work to do. The Mustangs from Independence have got to get going here, guys, to get back in this dual meet.
Cody Wenger, nice shot off the edge of the mat, but they go out of bounds. 1:49 left to go.
Over here on mat number 1, Martinez ends up throwing Schmidt to his back in overtime, going to win that match 3-1, making the score 54-6 Southeast Polk.
Here's Cody Wenger with a fireman's carry attempt, and he stops his motion, and it allows Ellington to go around the backside and pick up a 2-point takedown. So Wenger trails 7-3 here with 1:20 left to go in period number 3.
Well,
go ahead.
That's a high crotch shot by Bach, and he's going to score a takedown on Christian Kramer. He will go up 4-2 with 44 seconds left to go in period 2. Kramer working on a long switch to try to tie this up at 4s with 35 seconds left to go.
Cody Wenger still underneath here. Minute left to go, third period. Again, the Hawks lead this duel. They will win this duel. They're up 52-6. Here with just 3 matches left to go after this one with Cody Wenger.
19 seconds left to go. Adam Bach up on top of Christian Kramer, riding top, right in an inside wrist on the left, looking for a half Nelson on the right, looking to dump Kramer to his back. Kramer wisely gets his head up and now goes up on all 4s. Let's see if he can hit a stand-up and score a point here with short time. There's a nice stand-up, and he's going to run out of time. Well, that's been the story of the Mustangs here, gentlemen. They've just ran out of time, and I guess that means you just need to get sense some more urgency to score those points late in the period.
15 seconds left to go in this third period with Cody Wenger and A.J. Ellington. It's 7-3 in favor of Ellington. So Wenger's going to fall 7-3. That'll put 3 on the board for Sergeant Bluff Luton. That'll make the team score now 52-9 here.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Cooper Hansen of Southeast Polk going up against Max Clausen from Western Dubuque. He gets a quick takedown in about 10 seconds. You got a minute left. So that is Hansen on top of Clausen 2-0 in the first period.
We're going to go to 106 pounds for West Delaware. It'll be Blake Engel taking the mat. I'm not sure if Sergeant Bluff is sending out a 106-pounder. Nope, they are not going to send out a 106-pounder, so Blake Engel will get a forfeit for the Hawks here. That'll put them up. That'll put the Hawks up now 58-9 over Sergeant Bluff. So the 10th win of the match for the Hawks there. That'll move us up to 113, and we'll see who the Hawks send out here. Looks like they may send out Carter Klein, as Sergeant Bluff at 113 pounds. Have Braden Graff, who's ranked number 4 in the state in Class 2A. So it will be Carter Klein for the Hawks, as Klein will be taking on Brady Graff.
Mat number 7, it's a double-leg takedown by Christian Kramer, and he takes the lead 5-4, quickly throws the cross body right in, and we're going to get a stalemate, 29 seconds left to go in this match, and Christian Kramer is up 5-4. See if he can hold on for a win here.
So it is Klein and Graff here at 113 pounds as they go out of bounds early on. And here's a 2-point takedown for Graff.
Over here on mat number 1, you got Max Clausen getting an escape with 4 seconds left, making the score 2-1. Cooper Hansen of Southeast Polk going into the second period.
As Graff cuts Klein loose, he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown, cuts him loose again. He gets his third takedown, plus 2 near fall, so it'll be 8-3 now, or after he cuts him loose once again. So 8-3, and there's another takedown. Well, they called him out of bounds. Did he call stalling that quick against Carter Klein? As Klein was just trying to regain himself, and I think they might have dinged him for stalling, but it is 8-4, and now 10-4 as Graff picks up another takedown here. He cuts Klein loose once again, and quickly goes in and picks up another takedown. So it's 12-5 in favor of Braden Graff with 58 seconds left to go in this first period. He turns Klein to his back. There's the fall, 106. So Carter Klein will lose by fall here in 1 minute and 6 seconds. That'll make the team score now 58-15.
Over on mat number 7 with 10 seconds left to go in the match, it was a stand-up by Bach and a standing switch by Bach. He scores a reversal with 3 seconds left to go in the match, and Adam Bach from Solon will win that match over Christian Kramer 6-5. Another tough, heartbreaking loss for the Mustangs as they will lose 3 there again, and Solon will now go up 39-3.
Max Clausen over here on mat number 1 for Western Dubuque gets an escape, making the score 2-2 in the second period with 55 seconds to go.
New match on mat number 5 for the Hawks, as this will be our last match of this dual meet, as Hawks lead 58-15. As it is Ethan Hofer for the Hawks taking on Nate Curry for Sergeant Bluff Luton. And here's Curry trying to come around and pick up a 2-point takedown, and he will. It'll be the first takedown as he goes up 2-0 on Ethan Hofer. As Nate Curry, another one of those, I don't believe he's ranked, but I know a good wrestler for Sergeant Bluff Luton.
Cooper Hansen over here on mat number 1 gets another takedown on Max Clausen, going up 4-2 with 7 seconds to go in the second period.
So the Hawks will win this dual meet as they lead 58-15 here in our final match of this dual meet. As Curry trying to turn Ethan Hofer to his back, he did not get near fall points. So, he did give him 2. He got a 2 count, so it'll be 4-0. Roger?
Over on mat number 7, it was a Mike Hoyle 3-quarter Nelson over Dylan Ryder from Independence for a fall in 53 seconds. So now the Mustangs are behind the Spartans by a score of 45-3, going to weight class 285, and I think we'll see Drew Evans for the Mustangs take the mat against Michael Brookhammer for the Solon Spartans.
Nice another little nugget here, as the official for this West Delaware Sergeant Bluff duel is Lanny Brand. Got a text message as Tom King former West Delaware teacher and football coach, was Lanny Brand's high school wrestling and football coach back in the day. So another little nugget of information there for you here is Curry's going to run a tilt on Ethan Hofer. He's going to pick up 2 more near fall, so he'll go up 6-0 as this first period comes to an end.
Max Clausen over here on mat number 1 with Western Dubuque chose neutral, with Cooper Hansen getting another takedown, going up 6-2, and we are at the blood corner right now for Max Clausen getting cleaned up. So it's 6-2 into the third period.
Again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors of postseason wrestling here on KMCH. We'll get to some of those when we get a little bit of a break in the action, but big thank you to Rundy Auto Group in Manchester for providing a nice Jeep Cherokee for us to come down here today. Those heated seats and heated steering wheel were very nice this morning on the ride down here as we took our time coming down to Des Moines, but we made it. The roads were decent enough for us to get down here this morning, so appreciate Rundy's for providing a vehicle for us to get down here today. And, of course, all of our postseason sponsors here as Nate Curry goes up 11-0 now, as he picks up a reversal and 3 near fall here over Ethan Hofer. So 11-0 is the score. Minute 10 left to go in period number 2. Ethan Hofer for the Hawks, a freshman, coming in here, filling in for Evan Woods against Nate Curry, as trying to work a tilt on the right side of Ethan Hofer. Hofer doing a good job of kind of just trying to build his base, and now a leg Turk by Curry. He's going to tilt Hofer to his back once again. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. He's going to go up 14-0, so 1 more tilt, and it'll be a technical fall. He's going to run a chicken wing. He might try to get the fall here, will Nate Curry, as Hofer is still not broken 90, as now he's getting near fall points, so that'll do it, as that'll be a 16-0 tech fall for Nate Curry over Ethan Hofer. So the final dual meet score between the Hawks and Sergeant Bluff will be 58-20, as that dual meet just lasting 56 minutes here this morning.
Well, that's a great win, Jamie. You talk about that target on the Hawks' back. Sometimes that target makes you tight, doesn't make you gets the nerves going a little bit, doesn't allow you to get into what you do best, and the Hawks showed no sign of that and wrestling like the number 1 ranked team.
Over here on mat number 1, Cooper Hansen of Southeast Polk won by a fall over Max Clausen, making the score 60-6.
Over on mat number 7 now at weight class 285, a 1-point escape by Drew Evans as Michael Brookhammer for Solon tried to put a cross body right in on the big guy from Independence, and it was an easy stand-up. He kicked the leg free and turned and faced Brookhammer for a 1-point escape. Now with 47 seconds left to go in period number 2. There's a lateral drop by Evans. He's got Michael Brookhammer on his back. Could be a fall. There's the fall for Drew Evans in 3:23. Independence will pick up their first fall of this duel in 3:23. So a lateral drop by Evans and a fall in 3:23. That'll put the Mustangs, that'll give them 6. It's now 45-9. But a nice job by the heavyweight, the 285-pounder for Independence, Drew Evans, over Michael Brookhammer for Solon.
Over on mat number 1 now, Ben Schuler on the mat for Western Dubuque. He's taking on Cale Jones from Southeast Polk. It's a 2-0 lead for Cale Jones as he went out and got a first period takedown. Dual meet score is 60-6 in favor of Southeast Polk. Take a quick look at all the other scores. Crestwood leading Davenport Assumption 15-6. Solon, again, as Roger mentioned, leading 45-9 over Independence. Osage leads PCM 17-15. Fort Dodge trailing Waukee now 18-12. And it's Ankeny Centennial leading Bettendorf 16-14. Also, Waverly Shellrock with a win in their opening duel, as the Go Hawks were taking on West Des Moines Valley. They win that duel. They got rid of our scores around the mat, so try to get that dual meet for you coming up here in just a second.
Well, on mat number 7, the Mustangs still at it. It's Dalton Hoover for the Mustangs taking on Caden Lamb for the Spartans. Hoover out quickly with a double leg takedown. Now he's got Lamb on his back looking for some back points here. He's going to get some back points. He's got 1:07 left to go in the first period. He's got time to readjust. He has Lamb on his back looking for reverse half Nelson. He's got a chicken wing on the left looking for a reverse half Nelson on the right. Now Lamb on a high bridge will roll through and go back belly down, and Hoover will keep that chicken wing on the left side. Now it throws a half Nelson in on the right side. Now he goes to an inside wrist on the right side. Let's see if he can take that big step. He's got the right shoulder planted. He's got Lamb going to his back. There's the fall right there. Dalton Hoover in 1:27. 1:27. Dalton Hoover will win by a fall. That'll be their second fall in a row here, as Drew Evans picked up a fall for the Mustangs. Now Dalton Hoover picks up a fall, and the score now is 45-15, still in favor of the Solon Spartans going into the last two weights. So the Spartans will win this duel, but the Mustangs trying to make it look a little bit more respectable. Again, these two teams wrestled early in the year, and it was a 45-24 win by Solon. So
over on mat number 1, it was Cale Jones of Southeast Polk with a fall over Ben Schuler of Western Dubuque in 1:42. Now it's for the Bobcats, it's Campbell Conway at 1:20. This is our last match as he's taking on Aiden Kingery. Kingery has Conway on his back. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. It's going to be 5-0 unless he gets the fall here. He's got a chicken wing. There's the fall in 1:11. 1 minute and 11 seconds, the fall for Aiden Kingery. So Western Dubuque will fall in this dual meet 72-6 in a dual meet that lasted 1 hour. As the Bobcats fall in that duel 72-6, so they'll wrestle right away again, as will Independence. West Delaware will not wrestle again. They'll wrestle again at 1 o'clock this afternoon in the semifinals in Class 2A.
And Jamie, you'll have to help me on mat number 7. This is not the outstanding freshman from Independence, Isaiah Weber.
Ryan Eddy.
This is Ryan Eddy.
And Jacoby Lahr.
Okay.
Well, we got a second here. Ryan Eddy with a 2-point takedown on Jacoby Lahr. Thanks some of our sponsors here today. Ace Body Shop, Pizza Ranch, Pete's Small Engine Repair, BC Land Services, Stephen Motors, It's So Me Boutique, and Animal Health Clinic.
Ryan Eddy now with a nice cross-face cradle on Jacoby Lahr. Let's see if he can dump him to his back. He's got 33 seconds. He's got plenty of time. He's got that cradle in. It's not a cross-face cradle anymore. It's just a far side cradle, and he's hip to hip. Let's see if he can step over and dump Lahr to his back. Lahr's blocking off Eddy with his right arm. Now Eddy's going to scoop that left leg and try to take Lahr backwards instead of across his back. 10 seconds left to go. And Jacoby Lahr for Solon. Stout defense right there as Eddy tries to dump him to his back. And the period's going to run out with Ryan Eddy up 2-0, courtesy of that nice takedown in the first period. It's going to be Eddy's choice. He's going to defer over to Lahr, and let's see where Lahr decides to go. He's going to ride Eddy, and there's no hesitation about that decision at all. So Eddy will get set. Lahr will ride the left side. We'll get a caution on Lahr for starting with a tight waist before the whistle. So official will let Lahr get reset. There's the reset. There's the whistle. Nice stand up by Eddy to his feet. Nice lift and return by Lahr. He's got a ball and chain. The left arm of Ryan Eddy trapped between his legs, trying to scoop a chicken wing on the right side. Eddy's got to be careful here not to give up a wing on the right side, as Jacob Lahr's got the ball and chain locked up. Now, nice job, nice defense there by Ryan Eddy. He breaks the ball and chain. Now he's trying to work some hand control as he does. Lars steps over his right ankle. Now Lars sets up a cradle. He's got Eddy to his back. Jacob Lahr with the far side cradle is going to pick up 2 points on the near fall to tie this thing up at 2s. And a nice break of the cradle by Eddy, and he's going to sit out, turn in, and face Lahr. Left his head down.
And Jacoby Lahr got a little bit high after getting them points, but now he's readjusted, and he's looking for near fall points once again.
I don't think he's going to get him there, Jamie. Has a nice roll through by Eddy, but he keeps the cross body right in on the left side. Now a power half Nelson by Lahr. Eddy will come right back up on all fours. Now he's trying to split the hands of Lahr, but he's got to come to his feet. Lahr still with a cross body right in. 50 seconds and counting. Our dual meet score here again is 45-15 in favor of the Spartans. The Mustangs trying to go on a little roll here and win these last 4 matches. Jacob Lahr still with the cross body right in, and the Mustang underneath. Ryan Eddy having trouble kicking that leg free, and Jacob Lahr feeling very comfortable on top with that cross body ride with 24 seconds left. 18 seconds left now. Jacoby Lahr now with the far side half Nelson, power half Nelson on the right side. He gets high. Let's see if Eddy can come up and shake him down. He does. That should be a 2-point reversal for Eddy. Official hasn't called it yet. Eddy trying to pull his head out and pick up 2. There's 2. There's back points by Eddy. And he's going to get 2 for the reversal, 2 for the near fall. Nice 4-point move for Ryan Eddy. He will go up 6-2 going to period number 3, and he will take neutral.
Great job there by Ryan Eddy getting himself back in that match. You know, after giving up the near fall, was just about to give up more near fall, and it's almost like someone lit a spark on him. You know, he just all of a sudden he had that great burst of energy, picked up 2 and 2. Great end of that period by Ryan Eddy.
Well, right, Jamie, and he did. As we say that, Jacoby Lahr picks up a takedown to close the gap here at 6-4. He got his hips up and created some space. And again, when somebody rides the legs like that, that's the best thing you can do is get your hips up, create some space, and then you can move. Minute and a half left to go. Ryan Eddy from Independence still up 6-4, with Jacob Lahr up on top looking for another cradle. He's going to go over the top. He's going to lock up a cradle. He's going to try to turn Eddy to his back. Eddy's going to try to pop that left arm out. Jacob Lahr tried to roll Eddy across his back, and if Eddy could have popped that left arm out, now he takes the cross-face cradle the other direction, and he's got Ryan Eddy on his back. He's going to pick up 3. There's the fall by Jacob Lahr with the cross-face cradle in 4:57. 4:57. So the Mustang Jacob Lahr will win with that cross-face cradle, and that'll give the Solon Spartans 6 more, and they will go up now 51-15. Going to the last match, weight class 120. So the Spartans will advance. They are the number 2 seeded dual meet team here. They will advance, wrestling very, very well here. And Jamie, it's looking ever so closely in Zach as a all-WAMAC final. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch here, but it could be an all-WAMAC final here in Class 2A.
Yeah, and, you know, that's kind of what people are predicting here. You got the number 1 seed, West Delaware, and the number 2 seed, Solon. And, you know, that's people are looking forward to that duel if it would be an all-WAMAC final. So, you know, with 3 teams in the WAMAC, you know, Independence in there as well. So, like you said, it'd be a great, what a day it would be if you could have 2 teams in the from the WAMAC in the state dual final. Plus, you know, you got 3 teams in the WAMAC, but you got Western Dubuque who just left the WAMAC last year.
An outstanding job by our area wrestlers to punch the tickets down here to the state duels. Always fun time down here watching these guys go at it for team titles. Well, at weight class 120, we have Thomas Madison for the Independence Mustangs taking on Lucas Campman, and it's been all Madison in the first 45 seconds of this match as he's had 2 takedowns and 2 sets of near fall back points there. So he's doing a great job. He's up 11-2. We're going to get potentially dangerous on Campman's knee as got caught underneath Madison. Madison up 11-2, 3 takedowns. And a 2-point near fall and a 3-point near fall gives him 11 as Campman has 2 escapes there. 51 seconds left to go in period number 1. Again, the Solon Spartans are up 51-15 going into this final match at weight class 120. We started weight class 126, and we're going to finish at weight class 120. And there's Madison with Campman on his back. Could be a fall. Nice butcher by Thomas Madison. He's going to try to tee out here and get the fall. He's got a lot of time, 34 seconds. There's the fall in 127. So Thomas Madison will win by a fall here, and that'll make our final score 51-21 in favor of the Solon Spartans.
Yeah, and that duel that took the longest of all of our duels is just a little bit over an hour. As we'll take a short break and come back and recap all of these duels for you in just a little bit, as you are listening to state duel tournament coverage right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Kleesner Sanitation is always taking new customers for commercial and residential properties. If you need a large dumpster or container for new construction projects and roll-offs, call Kleesner Sanitation. Good luck from Kleesner Sanitation.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Bi-County Disposal specializes in commercial and construction disposal needs. They have a variety of containers available from 2 to 30 cubic yards. Whatever it takes, Bi-County Disposal in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
Hey area athletes and coaches, my name is Brooke. I am cheering you on the sports season. Krogan Construction would like to congratulate all area athletes and coaches on a successful season and wish them continued success in tournament action. For all your building needs, call Krogan Construction at 563-920-8202.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Nico and New Vienna Ag Automation are committed to customer satisfaction. Nico leads the industry in efficiency and innovation with mixed flow, screenless, quiet, and efficient corn dryer units. Nico and New Vienna Ag Automation, grain quality you can bank on.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Ramey Drug provides fast, convenient service from a professional staff. Enjoy off-the-street front row parking and drive-through window to make dropping off and picking up your prescriptions a breeze. Caring beyond prescriptions, Ramey Drug on East Main Street in Manchester.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hauser's Water Systems has served Eastern Iowa with the best equipment and service the industry has to offer with their top-of-the-line products from Water Care. Hauser's offers a free in-home water analysis. Stop by Hauser's Water Systems in Manchester today. Water is all they do.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
Hey, Richard McDowell here. After you have tried the rest, call the best for your heavy-duty wrecker needs. Accident recovery, stuck combines and tractors or sprayers. That's our specialty at McDowell Truck and Auto Repair, 563-932-2661.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Clayton Drug, a local pharmacy in Strawberry Point that you can trust. Besides their friendly service and free local delivery, they have a large selection of toys and giftware. Clayton Drug, a must-stop in Strawberry Point.
Back into the Wells Fargo Arena, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed, Zach McCool along with you. Take a look at the scores of the dual meets still going on. Fort Dodge trailing Waukee 30-16. It is Crestwood leading Davenport Assumption right now 25-18. Some of the other duels that are still are in the books already, as of course, West Delaware defeating Sergeant Bluff Luton 58-20. Western Dubuque falling to top-seeded and top-ranked Southeast Polk 72-6, and Independence falling to Solon 51-21. As Bettendorf also another duel in action right now. It is 29-20. Right now is Centennial leading Bettendorf. Dual meets that are already in the books. Again, this is just Class 2A and 3A. Osage defeated PCM 47-21. And in Class 3A, it was Waverly Shellrock over Valley West Des Moines 50-24. I want to thank our sponsors of postseason wrestling here on KMCH for providing us this coverage, as they are Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, Kleesner Sanitation, Dunlap Motors, Bi-County Disposal, and Clayton Drug. Recap the West Delaware Sergeant Bluff duel. We started at 126 pounds. It was Stavely Mowry of West Delaware with a 12-2 major decision over Noah Parmalee. At 132, Ryan Phillips with a 28-second fall over Annan Dillavow of Sergeant Bluff Luton. Jaden Payton followed that with a 3-minute, 30-second fall over Tyler Schenkenberg. At 145, Cale Meyer with a 3-minute, 3-second fall over Corey Bates. So the Hawks were up 22-0 at that point. At 152, it was second-ranked Easton Graff of Sergeant Bluff with a 1-minute, 57-second fall over Kyle Cole. At 160, Jared Voss with a 1-minute, 48-second fall over Blake Lieb. At 170, it was Wyatt Volker with a 2-minute, 40-second fall over Braden Barkley. That put the Hawks up 34-6. Jack Newhouse made it 40-6 with a 30-second fall over Tristan Navarcole. At 195, Jordan Brees with a 21-second fall over Gabe Warren. At 220, it was Kieran Monahan with a 3-minute, 59-second fall over Dustin Stowey. That made it 52-6 Hawks. Now, heavyweight, it was A.J. Ellington for Sergeant Bluff with a 7-3 win over Cody Wenger. At 106, Blake Engel won by forfeit. At 113, it was Braden Graff of Sergeant Bluff with a 1-minute and 6-second fall over Carter Klein. And at 120 pounds, it was Nate Curry from Sergeant Bluff with a 16-0 tech fall over Ethan Hofer of West Delaware, making the final team score 58-20. As Sergeant Bluff had one tech fall, West Delaware 0. One major decision for the Hawks, 0 for Sergeant Bluff. Hawks had 14 takedowns. Sergeant Bluff had 12. Hawks had 8 pins. Sergeant Bluff Luton with 2, and the Hawks won 10 matches. Sergeant Bluff winning 4 in a dual meet that lasted 56 seconds. We mentioned Southeast Polk defeating Western Dubuque in that first duel. Zach, a recap of that dual meet there with Southeast Polk and Western Dubuque.
Southeast Polk over Western Dubuque 72-6. We started at weight class 126 with Trent Bush losing by fall and 436 against Carter Martinson. At weight class 132, you got brother Carson Martinson winning by a fall over Dakota Lau in a minute 22, making the score 12-0. At weight class 138, you got Nathan Marchand of Southeast Polk over Jared Cordes. with a fall in 1:15, making the score 18-0. At weight class 145, Tony Lyon losing by fall in 1:35 over Camden Barta, making the score 24-0. Weight class 152, top-ranked Lance Runyon of Southeast Polk winning by fall in 28 seconds over Kyle Schimmer and making the score 30-0. At weight class 160, another top-ranked opponent for Southeast Polk, Cade DeVos, over Levi Birds, losing by fall in 2:38, making the score 36-0. At weight class 170, the first decision for Zach Strickland of Southeast Polk over Carter Kleesner, 5-2, making the score 39-0. At weight class 182, you have, excuse my for trying to explain this, Osha Tobin-Guy over Mitchell Ashline, winning by fall over Ashline in 3:08, making the score 45-0. Weight class 195, Dawson Ross of Southeast Polk winning by fall in 45 seconds over Ryan Cook, making the score 51-0. At weight class 220, the first win for Western Dubuque, Jason Simon Wrestler over Justice Martin, and he won by fall in 1:18, 51-6. Weight class 285, Aaron Martinez, winning by decision in sudden victory 3-1 over Parker Schmidt of Western Dubuque, making the score 54-6. In weight class 106, you have Cooper Hansen over Max Clausen, winning by fall in 5:52, making the score 60-6. Weight class 113, Ben Schuler losing by fall in 1:42 against Cale Jones of Southeast Polk, making the score 66-6. At weight class and finishing up at 120, you had Cable Conway losing by fall in 1:12 against Aiden Kingery of Southeast Polk, making the final score 72-6 Southeast Polk. The totals here for Western Dubuque, you had one win for Western Dubuque, you had 13 for Southeast Polk. Southeast Polk with 11 falls, Western Dubuque with 1. Takedowns, you had Western Dubuque with 2 and Southeast Polk 23. We had a start time of 9:02 and the end time of 10:02, making it about a 1 hour match. That's pretty quick.
Not even about an hour. It is an hour.
That is an hour, isn't it?
Very good. So, Western Dubuque in Class 3A, as they fell in that first duel, they will now take on the loser of Fort Dodge and Waukee. That will come up at 11 o'clock a.m. In Class 2A with Independence, which Roger will tell us about that duel in just a second. Independence will take on PCM as they lost to Osage. That will also be at 11 o'clock. West Delaware will wrestle at 1 o'clock. Roger?
All right, Independence Mustangs. We started this dual meet off in weight class 126. Caleb Straw taking the mat against Hayden Taylor for Solon. And it was a fall in 151 for Taylor, making the score 6-0 in favor of the Spartans. Moving up to weight class 132, Holden Griffith taking on Zeb Ganida. Ganida with 2 takedowns and then locking up a cradle for a fall in 3:01, making the score 12-0 after 2 in favor of the Spartans. Weight class 138, Tegan McEnany for the Independence Mustangs taking on Aiden Dahl for Solon. Well, Dahl locked up another cradle and won by a fall in 1:04, making the score 18-0 in favor of the Spartans after 3 matches. Then at weight class 145, Colton Spillman taking on Brady Webb from Independence. Tough luck loss for Brady Webb as Spillman came on late to win 3-2, and that made the score 21-0 in favor of the Spartans after weight class 145. Weight class 152 in a battle of state qualifiers, Zach Bevins winning by a score of 5-3 over Matthew Doyle, making the score 24-0. Weight class 160, the Mustangs finally get on the board as their state qualifier, Cole Davis, beat Andy Brokaw by a score of 8-2. A simple decision there, making the score 24-3. Weight class 170 saw Joe Preeb take on Jax Flynn, and it was Jax Flynn winning by a fall in 4:22, making the score after weight class 170 30-3 in favor of the Spartans. Weight class 182, the freshman from Independence taking the mat. Marcus Beatty taking on Seamus Poynton. Seamus Poynton winning by a fall in 153, making the score 36-3. Weight class 195, Adam Bach coming on late, winning in the final 10 seconds of the match with that reversal. Adam Bach beating Christian Kramer by a score of 6-5. After 195, the score was 39-3 in favor of the Spartans. Weight class 220 found Dylan Ryder for the Mustangs taking on a very, very good number 2 ranked Mike Hoyle for the Solon Spartans. It was all Hoyle with a fall in 53 seconds, making the score 45-3. Weight class 285, Drew Evans, the state qualifier for Independence, taking on Michael Brookhammer. It was a fall, a lateral drop by Drew Evans, winning by a fall in 3:32, making the score 45-9. Weight class 106, Dalton Hoover also locking up a cradle, defeating Caden Lamb of Solon, winning by a fall of 127. The score then was 45-15. Weight class 113, we didn't see Isaiah Weber take the mat for the Mustangs. We saw Ryan Eddy take to the mat. He battled Jacoby Lahr. Lahr locked up a cross-face cradle in the third period, winning in 4:53, making the score Solon 51 and Independence 15. Finishing it off for the Independence Mustangs at weight class 120, Thomas Madison using 3 takedowns in the first period and winning by a fall in the first period in 127, making this final score 51-21 in favor of the Solon Spartans. Match totals in the win column, Independence winning 4 matches, the Solon Spartans winning 10. In the fall category, here's where the dual meet was won. Independence with 3 falls, the Solon Spartans with 7. And then in the takedown derby, Independence had 12 takedowns. The Solon Spartans had 15 takedowns. Major decisions, neither team had a major decision. Technical falls, neither team had a technical fall. And in the match that lasted 1 hour and 9 minutes, once again, the Solon Spartans 51 and the Independence Mustangs 21 in our dual meet class 2A. So
again, all those teams that won in the first round will wrestle again at 1 o'clock this afternoon, as the teams that lost in the first round will wrestle immediately following that one, as Western Dubuque will take on Waukee, as they were beaten by Fort Dodge 32-30, the final score of that dual meet. So Western Dubuque will take on Waukee. Independence will take on PCM. Again, coming up at 11 o'clock, we'll have those 2 duels for you right away here in just about a half hour. I want to thank some more of our sponsors of postseason wrestling here on KMCH: Krogman Construction, Bob Stephen Motors, New Vienna Ag Automation, Northwestern Mutual, Bramy Drug, and American Trust and Savings Bank. Also, again, a big shout out and thank you to Rundy Auto Group in Manchester for letting us drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee down here to Des Moines today, as it rode great, especially with the slippery road conditions on Highway 20 this morning, and it got us down here safe and sound, so we appreciate Rundy Auto Group for providing that vehicle for us today. Again, we'll be back a little before 11 o'clock, down to 2 duels to cover at one time, so things will be a little easier, and of course a little more focused on the 2 teams rather than having 2 teams wrestling or 3 teams wrestling and splitting coverage. So we'll just be splitting coverage with 2 teams, and then West Delaware will be the lone team to wrestle at 1 o'clock. So for my partners Roger Reed and Zach McCool, this is Jamie Vaskey saying so long from now from the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines, Iowa, as you're listening to the 2019 State Dual Wrestling Tournament right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
Simon's Grain and Feed wish all area athletes and coaching staff continued success in tournament play. For all your feed and grain needs, see the experts at Simon's Grain and Feed in Manchester